All right. So testing positional sensation. I already tested positional sensation. How did I do that? Anyone? Anyone? Rumber testing, right? This is the best, quickest, fastest way for the non-neurologist to test positional sense. You stand with your feet together. Some individuals with bad positional control can't do this even with their eyes open, and when they close, they fall, right? So this just, they already say I have done this with tingling in my feet or my balance is bad, you're already at their side, and then their feet are together, and now they close their eyes. I've already tested the dorsal columns there in that way. Then I also check with vibratory sensation. So a combination of vibratory and positional sensation, which by the way may not be equal. One may be more effective than the other. The reasons for that are sort of obscure and multiple. The point is we like to test both. Then, if you really want to test positional sensation, you'll say, David, I'm going to take you feeling your foot. Relax your foot. And you grab the toe on either side of the toe with equal pressure. You sort of shield it from him so you can't cheat and say, relax your foot. Tell me if I move your toe up or down. Up or down? Notice how small are those movements? Pretty small, right? So I don't say, David, tell me if I move, you see his toe? I don't say, tell me if I'm moving your toe up or down and pull his toe all the way out, right? I may make a very, very slight movement, depending on the patient's age and or complaint. And then while I'm down here, I've tested the vibratory sensation. Now I have a facsimile of a pin. I say, I'm going to touch you with a pin. When is the pin the most important test? Anyone have an idea? When is pin testing the most important thing you have? Anyone? When is it going to save someone's life? When is this going to save someone's life? Do you have any idea? No. We were just looking at this before I walked in. Spinal cord, right? So imagine a compressive, external compressive lesion of the spinal cord. Imagine how the spinal cord is laminated. Right? Lateral spinal thalamic tract is typically on the outside. Dorsal columns may not necessarily be affected first. They may have vibratory positional sense loss for any number of reasons, but a sensory pin level is going to tell you where the lesion is in a spinal cord compressive lesion. So typically what we'd say is, I say, I'm going to touch you with this pin, it may feel sticky. Sticky, sticky, yeah? We'll say that's 100% sticky. Lean forward. And I may just march the pin up the back, and I say, oh, that feels much stronger here. Really? And then we sort of narrow it down. Yeah, right there. And then we go on the other side. Oh, yeah, a little bit there. So now we're thinking here. The shoulder blade, I might go on the chest. The nipple's at what level?
T4.
Normalized, T10. So you get a sense that it's more or less in and around the mid-thoracic spine. So this is when the pin saves someone's life. Right? And then if we do Babinski testing, looking for upper motor neuron dysfunction, I say, David, I'm going to grab your foot. I'm going to scratch the bottom of your foot with this tip. Or, if I'm not using pin, the neurologist has the real hammer. I say, David, I'm going to touch you with the bottom. I'm going to scratch the bottom of the foot with this. It may be uncomfortable. Notice again, I apologize. Try not to pull your foot away, and then I scratch the bottom of the foot and your toes go down. Sometimes the toes remain silent, but they fan out. The toes will spread. That counts, by the way. You have, when someone's toes fan, like the baby's, even if the hallucis, the great toe, is not extensor, you may have to worry about that. And while I'm down there, if I'm worried about upper motor neuron dysfunction, I'm going to say, hey, David, relax your foot. I'm going to give your foot a jolt. And what am I checking for here? Slowness, right? Again, upper motor neuron release. So now we tap on the reflexes. A real hammer. Notice that the real hammer has a lever arm, so you can deliver a nice blow every time. And the way I do it is, David, I'm going to tap on me, tapping on you. So I put my hand right on the biceps tendon. So I want to feel the tendon first. And instead of tapping on him, I tap on myself. Brachioradialis, the triceps. And sometimes in young people like David, if they're nervous, we can even do finger flexors. We can tap here, and we see a little bit of ipsilateral spread in the hand because he's nervous and anxious and his hand will tend to close.